Israel? What's going on? You watching and still haven't subscribed yet? Come on, Israel, hit the button.
Read that. John chapter 8 verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. It said the truth shall make you free. The truth is going to deliver us from all this oppression that we're in right now.
Yes.
The truth is going to show us that if you see a man that looks like you shouldn't hate your brother. The truth is going to show you that you ain't black, Negro, Spix, or any names that these heathens have given us. We the kings of this earth. We the gods of this earth. But we don't know who we are. So we have to start from the beginning and find out who we are. Read this again. John chapter 8 verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. It says ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Let's get some of the truth. Let's find out what the truth is, my brother. We're showing that the blacks, Hispanics, and the Native Americans is the greatest man walking the earth.
That's right.
And that they come from the black Messiah, Christ the King. Did you know Christ is black? My brother, read what you got. Psalm chapter 119 verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. It says thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. It's plain. Brothers and sisters, it's plain. The reason why we're in these conditions is because we are a lawless people right now. Not that we don't have laws, because it's written in our book, the Bible, that we don't follow the laws in the Bible. That our sisters dress any kind of way. That our brothers look at each other any type of way. That can steal from each other and not bat an eye at it. That can steal from each other, kill each other, and not care what happens to each other. That has to stop. It stops by learning what you should do when you see your brother. We're going to go over that right now. Read. Deuteronomy chapter 6 verse 25. And it shall be our righteousness. It says it shall be our righteousness. Read. If we observe to do these commandments before the Lord our God. It says if we observe to do these commandments. Get Deuteronomy 28. Verse 15. Because it's going to show us that we have not done his commandments. When you look at the conditions, it shows that we have not done his commandments. When you look at the churches and the images that they portray in the churches of white Jesus, that show that the men is not standing up for righteousness. Because Christ is a black man. He looks just like you. Looks just like me. But somehow we accept, laying down our backs, the state that we're in right now. But we have to lift ourselves up and show the next man so we can lift the next man up. So we can come back and be in the Israelites, not niggas, not black, not Spix. Read what you got. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15. But it shall come to pass. It says it shall come to pass. Read. If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes. There's the commandment word again. It says that we had to observe and do his commandments, but it's showing what happened when we didn't do them. Read. Which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. My brother right here, I got a question for you. I got one question for you, bro, real quick. Is curse a good thing or a bad thing? It's the word curse, you know what I mean?
Curse?
Yeah, like curses.
What you talking about, American or African?
Curse, to be cursed, is it a good thing or a bad thing? Come close, my brother, come close.
Good, I'm busy, bro. I got stuff I'm doing.
The word curses, is it a good thing or a bad thing?
You let me know. You gonna tell me anyway.
Watch this, read it again from the top. Verse 15. But it shall come to pass. My brother, I just asked this brother right here, I said, a curse a good thing or a bad thing? You know what the word curse means? Is it a good thing or a bad thing? It's a bad thing, right?
That's right.
Let me ask you a question, right? We the Israelites of the Bible, but we call ourselves a different name every 20 years. Would you not look at that as a curse? Would you not look at that as an identity crisis? That's what we out here to show people, that we're in a constant loop of identity crisis because we don't keep God's laws. What do you subscribe to? What do you call yourself? African American. And 20 years before that, it was just Afro. And 20 years before that, it could have been just Negro or the Asiatic man. All these titles. But the Chinese man has been the Chinese man for however long, right? You don't have another name to call that man.
Right.
Why is it us? Get Jeremiah 17. What's your name, bro? What is it? I can't hear you. Carlos, my name is Isaiah. We Israelites, we out here to show that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the greatest people walking the earth. But they're suffering from identity crisis. They're suffering because they're a lawless people. We're here to show that the words in the Bible, the Messiah being black, the fact that you should keep the Sabbath on the right day, no buying and selling, fringes on your shirt, that is to a godly people. And we have to return it back to the godly people because the other people, the heathens, took it from us. That's how they get power. If they take our laws away, then we call ourselves black. Then we call ourselves African American. But when we have our laws, then we got our power back. Then we give the names to them. Then we run society. You got it, what?
Yes, sir.
Watch this. Read. Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage. Our heritage is all the words in these scriptures. Our heritage is the laws.
Right.
Like no cooking on the Sabbath day. Right? Understand it. Get the Sabbath day real quick. Do you know what the Sabbath day is? The Sabbath day is today. What day is the Sabbath day? You thought it was Sunday. Who thought it was Sunday? Was it us? Did they come out the Bible and say it was Sunday? What's the first day of the week? No. In your phone right now, right? You can go to your calendar right now. The first day listed is Sunday.
Yes.
The Sabbath fall on what day though? The Sabbath fall on the seventh day, right? So if the first day is Sunday, the Sabbath can't be also Sunday. But that's what they teach us. Why? To keep you asleep, to keep you calling yourself black. Because it's all tied together. The white image that they portray, the fact that we call ourselves African American, black, and all these different titles, the fact that in their videos they whore out our women and we allow it, the fact that basically everything that goes in the world raises our kids but the words of the Bible. It raised us, and then we raised our kids, and so on and so forth. And that continues the cycle of understanding the Sabbath to us is on Sunday, when it's really Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. We're about to read it right now. Listen, my brother. Read. Exodus chapter 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day. You know why it says remember the Sabbath day? Take a guess. Why? Because we say the Sabbath day is Sunday like today, meaning we forgot. That's why it says remember the Sabbath day. God already knew there's going to be a time when we get discontinued from our heritage and we won't have the laws and we'll forget things like the Sabbath day. We'll forget that Christ is a black man. We'll accept it. Because our oppressors, they beat it into our backs.
Right.
Our oppressors, today, they oppress our minds, and still to this day, they give us a false image.
Right.
So just to say that Christ is black is hypocrisy to them. But the only hypocrisy is speaking against the words of this Bible.
That's right.
But we have to understand that we as men have to stand up. We as men have to go, you know what? I'm tired of seeing Arabs on a gas station that should belong to me.
Right.
I'm tired of seeing street names with the heathens' names on them.
Right.
I'm tired of walking around and every time I turn on the TV, another man that looks like me is down face in his own blood.
Bring it out.
We have to understand that soon we gotta become tired. And when you become tired, Lord's will, it leads to this. Lord's will, it leads to the words of the Bible. And then you can stand up and show another young man, put the gun down. Put the drugs down. Quit whoring out your sisters. That's somebody's daughter. Look how she's dressed. Look how you dress. Quit sagging. Understand, but it starts with understanding basic things like fringes and the Sabbath day. Read again from the top.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
Like I said to you before, when you look in your phone, the first day is Sunday, right? Then you count the days from there. The seventh day would then be Saturday. Friday sundown to Saturday sundown is the Lord's Sabbath. And in it you do no work, you don't cook, you do none of these things. And you congregate with your people.
Right.
But they're not teaching that. Because they know that, A, they ain't our people.
Right.
They know that. And they know that we have to keep the people from gathering together. Because once they learn these things, it's over for us.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's